What's up, people? It's episode 5. We're back. You're back listening to the first and the best college athlete hosted podcast. Subject to change with yours truly, Jordan McCabe. And this is the Jordan McCabe podcast. Still trying to nail down that name. But yeah, that intro took 12 takes, and we're here. What did I do this week?
Played a basketball game.
When this comes out, folks, college basketball will be fully underway this Tuesday. So, obviously, super exciting time, best time of year. If you don't believe this time right now is the best time of year, right?
I don't know. Part of me feels like the little period with like NBA playoffs and NHL playoffs at the same time, and like MLB starts up. Like, I don't know. I really like that time of year. This time is good though.
Worst time of year is when the NBA finals finish up, and then all top 10 plays are baseball plays, and you're just like, it's like the same catch in the outfield. The guy dives, and you're like, I could do that, but you really can't. But that's my personal opinion. Anyways, so yeah, NCAA is getting underway. The NBA is in full force right now. Let's take a trip around the league real quick. Trae Young getting Steve Nash comparisons. Some people say too soon. I've been saying that since he was playing in high school. I mean, his vision, everybody, freaks out about, his shot selection and this and that. Percentage-wise, if you go down the list, I mean, there's not too many guys like him or Nash doing what they do, scoring and shooting-wise. I think he's arguably the best, one of the best scoring, like, two-way type point guards if you want to look at it like that. I shouldn't say two-way. There's a lot of really good defensive point guards. But Trae Young getting Steve Nash comparisons, well-deserved. Obviously, he's coming off injury. I hope that gets better. Doncic has better stats in his first 76 NBA games than LeBron did. Shock you at all?
He's better.
Hot take from Sean McNeil. Luka Doncic is better than LeBron James. Oh, my God. From the absolute clouds, everyone, comes Sean McNeil, putting in his case for why he should be on this podcast and talking a lot more. I don't know about that one. I'm not going to say any more on that. We're gonna go on. Do you see LeBron's Halloween costume?
Yes.
Did you like it? Freaked me out a little bit.
It scared me a little bit,
Gave me weird vibes.
Yeah,
you see it?
It scared me.
I didn't see it. I saw Steph, so.
What's Steph do?
Steph was Buzz Lightyear.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty cool.
LeBron's
down the sidewalk.
Yeah. LeBron's is a little creepy.
Something
about the makeup.
Yeah, the makeup was what freaked me out. Big time. Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, wow.
Scissorhands. I don't know. I had to ask somebody who he was, honestly.
Yeah.
Freaked me out a little bit. Gave me like a couple uneasy vibes. Did you dress up? Any of you? Sean did.
I dressed up as a picnic blanket.
So you wore flannel?
Yeah. I have these flannel pants. They're like pajama pants, but they look like a picnic blanket. And then I have the same sort of like hoodie.
Yeah.
So I just wear that, and people were asking me what I was. And then once I told them, they were like, "Oh, it's awesome." And before I told them, everyone just giving me weird looks, but it was fine. It was fine. Next year, I'll probably go harder. Like, actually buy something on Amazon or something.
I felt completely offended. I dressed up as Gardner Minshew, and the number of people who asked me who I was. What? I have a mustache drawn in, right? Little goatee-looking thing. I'm wearing a Washington State shirt, cut off, with jean shorts on.
You doing No Shade November? Are you participating in that?
Oh my God, it's November.
Yeah.
And yes, 100%. Now I am. I love it.
I think I'm going to do it.
All right, folks. First 5 episodes, and we've already had a lot going on facial hair-wise. I had the mustache, and now it's No Shade November. You guys are in for a treat. My beard's really patchy, so not really a treat. You're just going to be like, oh, what the hell is that the whole time? But we're going to do it. KD admits this week that his altercation with Draymond played part in him leaving the Warriors. Makes sense. I mean, yeah, people are they say like, oh, you're paid all this money, like that little stuff can't happen. That's just normal altercation, blah, blah, blah. But you're still human. Stuff plays into it. Makes sense.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm excited to see him play with the Nets. That's all I know. But we're talking about egos. And some people think our guest today has an ego. You know who Julian Newman is? Julian Newman? No? Alex isn't up to date.
I will.
he will and you will. Julian Newman, somebody who has taken over a large chunk of the internet when it comes to basketball and social media, and the combination of that, super exciting. He's definitely, a big-time personality. He's got his own reality TV show. That's more than a lot of us can say. Sean, you got your own reality TV show? It's just unaired. Sean McNeil's going to have one eventually. Yeah. It's my shooting guard in the background. If you guys don't know who Sean McNeil is, you will. By the time this one airs, we're going to play our first game, and you'll know by then. So get used to that. But Sean's not my guest. Julian Newman is my guest. Welcome him to the show, to the podcast. Super excited about this conversation. And here we go. All right, everybody. We talked about it. You know who's coming on. We're super excited to have Julian Newman here. He's calling in right now. We're going to start this off and get a few things rolling with him. Julian, how you doing, man?
Doing good, bro. Appreciate you having me.
Hey, of course, man. Of course. We had Nate Robinson on last week, and now we got you. You know who Nate Robinson is, right?
Of course. Yeah.
You guys are similar, right? Would you say?
Yeah. I say similar.
Yeah, no doubt. You guys are just a little bit different age bracket, but other than that, you guys are similar players. You got a little bit of fire. You got fire to you, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that seems to get you a little bit. So I follow you as well as millions of other people do. I'm a fan of the show. I love watching, everything that's going on with you. You're doing something, that not a lot of people have done. You're a trailblazer, man. So we're excited to have you on. But talk to me a little bit about what's going on in your life right now. Just give me a little update. Give the people an update.
Got you. Just get ready for my senior season. I'm saying, my dad opened up a new school, so it's all new. I'm saying.
Wait, the Prodigy Prep, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
So that's a real place.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that, man. I gotta hear this. I need to hear it.
Yeah. So it's like, I've been in a school for a long time, and we just left and made our own like prep school, and it's taking off. Our team's already better. We got like more teams, post grad, girls team, JV team, and yeah, it's just I ain't expected to be like that, honestly.
So your dad, you're telling me one day he was like, all right, we're gonna forget all this traditional stuff. We're just gonna build our own school, and he went in the backyard, started digging holes, and built this school. Is that what you got going on?
Right now we're running out of like a YMCA.
Okay, I heard you.
But so
did he build the YMCA or no? No, he didn't build it.
Nah. But so basically, like, next year is when we plan to get our own facility and stuff like that.
That's good.
Yeah, so it's been good. Yeah, so actually, like, he's been thinking about it for a couple years, and finally just did it this year.
That's great, man. No, that's really cool. I mean, I know you probably get the comparison a lot, but what the Ball family kind of did, and kind of paving the way, in sorts of doing a different thing instead of the traditional high school route. The Ball family did their thing. You guys are doing your thing. They're similar but different, and it's pretty crazy to sit down and follow. And you guys have your own reality, show, which is called Hello Newmans. If you guys aren't aware of it, go check that out. It's awesome, super entertaining. Tell me, so how old are you right now?
Just turned 18 last month.
So you're 18, and the first time, how long ago did this show, Hello Newman, start?
Like a whole year ago, November last year.
That was okay. So a year ago it started. You're 17 years old, and most kids are just worrying about passing algebra class, and now you're doing a reality TV show when you're 17. Is that hard for you? Is there an adjustment there? Do you have cameras in your face 24/7 with that stuff, or what is it?
A lot of times.
Yeah.
Cameras. But it's like it's not every day, all day, but it's just like a couple weeks out the month.
Really. Couple weeks, okay. Yeah. So you still get your time to be, you and go do your own thing.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's not hard at all. But when it happens, you gotta like clear your day and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I'm blessed to have it because many people would kill to be in my position, and So I just like gotta take advantage of it because it's a blessing, honestly.
Yeah.
And,
No doubt. Your dad, is he kind of the mastermind behind this?
He's always just been like, I don't really know. He's always been getting the stuff. Always been getting like people.
He's
like,
progressive.
Everybody come to him for everything. So
yeah, no, he's progressive. He's kind of always thinking. He's one of those people, right?
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
that's awesome. That's really good. So you finished season 1 of Hello Newman. Season 2's coming up. You already filmed season 2, right?
Yeah, just about everything.
Just,
Yep.
just about done. Anything crazy in season 2 that you can let out? Little teaser for us.
Oh man, I don't know. It's so much stuff. Like I don't even remember what's in season 2.
I hear you. Okay, so they're just gonna have to tune in. That's good stuff. Hey, me and you got something in common. You met probably the cool. Oh, I gotta be careful. There's a lot of really cool women on TV, but probably definitely top 3, top 5 coolest women on TV. We both got a chance to go on a show, the Ellen DeGeneres show.
Oh yeah.
How old were you when you went on that?
Like 11.
You were 11. I was about the age that I went on too. You remember anything from that? Really? I know that was a little bit ago.
No, I was just how nervous I was to go on there.
Is that where a lot of it started for you? Like, I mean, the fame stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure. It started with the Steve Harvey show.
Steve Harvey was the first one?
Steve Harvey, yep. And then Conan O'Brien. And then like all like the other stations.
If I made you pick your favorite shows, not a lot of people get to answer this question, Julian, but Steve Harvey, Conan O'Brien, or Ellen DeGeneres, which one was your favorite one?
I say Conan O'Brien.
Conan?
Yeah, he was funny. Like,
yeah.
No disrespect to anybody else, but he was funny. I don't know. I feel like they treat us well, and he's cool.
Yeah, I never got that opportunity. You're big time. I got the Ellen, and they're like, Conan was like, nah, I got this kid, Julian. I'm going to wait for him. So that's what happened with me. But, how do you balance that? You are a celebrity. How do you balance being a celebrity and or is it just part of your life now and you've just kind of learned to, balance that as a celebrity, that just being your whole kind of life?
Yeah, I say like it's basically my life, I guess. Like I wake up, you know what I'm saying, go hoop, and I don't know, it's just been my life.
That's wild. So, with this, you've done a lot of crazy things. You've got to experience a lot of different things and meet a lot of different people. I'm seeing Floyd Mayweather. You met him? What's Floyd like?
He's cool. He's like, I'm saying, you see him, you think like he's, like everybody's view of him. If you don't like him, it's not something good. But he's actually a good dude. I'm saying he looks out for people around him, takes care of many people, like hundreds of people, and he's cool. He's like, he respects my grind, and of course I respect his. Best fighter of all time, my opinion. And his kids are really cool. I be hanging out with them, and he a good dude for real.
How long would you last in a ring with Floyd Mayweather? If I said, Julian, listen, I'm gonna give you $1 million to go in a ring with Floyd Mayweather, you gotta last 30 seconds.
I'm running.
Stay on your feet for 30 seconds. You getting that $1 million?
I'm running.
You're just gonna run around the ring?
I'm gonna run.
Here's my big question for you, and I was thinking about this as soon as they told me you were coming on the show. Is what's the deal next year? You're a senior in high school, and there's obviously you've heard of the things going on with the NCAA. A lot of things are changing and shifting. But is college even an option at this point? I'm not sure. I don't follow that closely, but is college even an option for you at this point?
It is, but
and if you can't talk about some stuff, that's your life.
No, for sure. It's cool. But not, it's still an option. But leaning more towards overseas for sure.
So you're gonna try to go professional right away?
Yeah, for sure. That's basically the plan. But college is still an option.
You got any area has there been talks and stuff? You allowed to country wise, because you could end up in the hills of Lithuania. We don't that ended up over there. Is that possible?
Now right now the two like ones that are like I'm hearing about from my dad is China and Australia are the two main ones talking. So
no, Australia's great, man.
Yeah,
Australia would be really great. Other than the fact that they got you afraid of spiders?
Yeah, heck yeah.
If you're not afraid of spiders, they got like 17,000 other things that can like kill you. It's the weirdest like continent in the world. It's got all this stuff, but don't worry about that. Just lock yourself in the gym and you'll be good. But China or Australia are the two that you're looking into right now.
Yeah.
Do you know how to speak Chinese?
Heck no.
You're gonna have to learn. That's gonna be a whole episode on Hello Newman. Julian's trying to learn Chinese because I'll tune into that one. Let's see here. Dykeman, next stop. Okay, so you went and played at Dykeman. Personally, that's a place. It's that in the Drew League. Like I've always, that's the New York kind of LA cross country, two different kinds of basketball. You went and took on, the New York style of basketball, which is obviously hostile. It's gritty. It's a tough environment. Talk to me a little bit about your trip over there.
So yeah, I love playing there. It's like no other for real.
Mm-hmm.
But when I played there, I shut myself down. Like I just couldn't hit a shot. I was like 2 for like 7 from the 3, and it was how people be. You have a bad game, everybody's on your head, and
well, yeah. I mean, for somebody who's always got that's the limelight. That's what it does, and you've learned how to deal with that for sure.
For sure. So I had, in my opinion, and everybody's opinion, like a terrible game. But it's not that like somebody shut me down or people shut me down. I couldn't shoot the ball out there.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
And anybody who plays basketball realizes that there's times where you yourself, you feel like you're in your own way, and that can be in a lot of different forms. And like I said, basketball players and people who have actually played the game understand that, you start missing shots that you can hit, and you might start pressing a little bit more. Is that some of the stuff that you try to, focus on? Because there's this fine line between, you trying to not press, maybe you miss a few in a row and then you're not trying to press and make something happen that's not there and then kind of compound mistakes, but you're also you. And that's kind of what makes you Julian Newman, is that you don't really care. I'm not saying you don't care about what's going on, but you have this short-term memory where it's always on to the next. Would you say that's kind of your mentality?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to, when I was younger, it's been, I should dwell on stuff like that. But now it's like, I'm saying if you're worried about, last game or last shot, it's going to mess up the next few games, the next few shots. So
right,
you got to move on. Like, yeah, so, it's been like, I've learned to deal with all that. But nah, people be, how it is, I'm saying? I used to watch you, I'm saying? You
used to watch me? Now I'm just washed up and you're like, forget him.
Nah, I used to watch you for real.
For real? I got you.
The first time I seen was you was jumping like 2-3 balls.
Probably on the Ellen show. Yeah.
It was on that remember you had like it was like the news channel one.
Oh, Como 4. So I was in Seattle when that happened.
Yeah. Now that inspired me to like practice my 2 balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
I had a hand in Julian Newman's development. That's awesome to hear, man. That's really, really cool, actually, because it's this whole like interconnected web of social media and sports now, and it's pretty cool to see how that kind of turned out for us. That's good stuff. What do you got next? What's going on for Julian Newman? What's next in your life? What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward for the season to start. It's like 2 weeks away from the first game.
You guys haven't started practicing yet, have you?
Yeah, we started practicing.
Practice? Okay.
Yeah, we're like 2 weeks away from the first game. And I just can't wait to go off.
Yeah.
I can't believe because I feel like the other day I was like in 5th grade.
Yeah, it goes quick. It goes quick, brother. It's going to go even faster for you, especially, you're talking about, going right into the, pros, which is, a viable option now. And really, a lot of kids are looking to do that. And, if you have the skill to do it, I say, why not go chase after that? But you got a lot of things that kind of follow you, from you being younger and always being in the spotlight. You got haters, right? You got people who, especially with the internet, man, you got trolls, whatever you want to call them, people who sit behind this computer and talk. How do you deal with that? Is that ever, I got to imagine your mentality kind of shuts that stuff off, but how has that ever got to you? How do you deal with that? Does your dad or, parents, do they help you through that stuff? Because I know mine did big time. I'm not sure about you. Talk to me about that stuff.
Yeah, so when I was like younger, I used to read comments and stuff like that. It used to kind of get to me. But
yeah.
That was like the first year. After
that, you read through your comments?
Nah, not anymore. Like I haven't for years. Like I don't.
Really?
Yeah, at all. And of course, I'll see some here and there because it's there.
Yeah, that's hard sometimes, is because something you almost want to, as a competitor, kind of look through and see what people are saying. Some people say that's actually good.
Yeah. No, for sure. Like, it feels you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just make me want to work harder.
Yeah.
But now I've dealt with it regardless, they're commenting, they're watching, so they're helping me out. You know what I'm saying? They're helping me get to where I want to be by, viewing my stuff and making me more popular.
Right.
And the game's not all about being popular, but
Mm-hmm.
in that sense, and whatever they're saying, make me work harder. And if you're a fan or a hater, you're still a fan because you still viewing my stuff, and you still, you're giving me the energy. So, yeah.
That's right. They must like you enough. That's what I always thought. They like you enough to go say something. They took time out of their day to, try to get your attention. So to me, that's kind of a fan either way.
Me, I'm not gonna comment on something I'm not interested in.
You ever comment back to people? See, this is my thing, because I used to have a problem. I used to try to comment back to people, and I don't think any of them really taken off, because my dad has done a really good job with that. But there's been a couple where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna say something back. You ever done that?
Around like fifth, sixth grade, I used to answer everything. I used to argue everything.
And you can't win those, because they just keep going back and forth, and it's a Twitter thread and whatever. That's hilarious. So you used to answer everything.
Some will argue all day, and some will be like, oh, I didn't mean that. But
bro, you actually responded to me. I was just playing, bro. I really respect you. I didn't mean that other stuff. That's funny. That is exactly what happens. Hey, that's all the time we got for today. I really appreciate you coming on, Julian. To be honest, at 18, I'm super excited to just watch you grow and develop, not only as a basketball player, but just a cool dude and a personality, because that's what you have. Julian, thank you very much, brother.
Sir, appreciate you.
All right, everyone. That was Julian Newman. And obviously, not only can he hoop, but he can talk, and he's very good at it. That's kind of what happens when you've had a camera in front of your face for 3+ years in a row. Actually, probably more than that. No, he killed it. Super happy that he came on, and hopefully we can, follow along with the new season of his reality TV show that's coming out, produced or created by Overtime. So be on the lookout for that, and hopefully we get him back on to talk a little bit later. Let me know what you guys think about that one. Last segment. Fan love, you guys know what it is. It's questions from you to me. You can direct those to any of my socials, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. By the way, YouTube, I'm going to try to start getting my videos up onto there. Send an email to askjordan@itsovertime.com. Once again, askjordan@itsovertime.com. Submit your questions. You could end up on here. The first and the best college athlete hosted podcast, and I'm getting better at saying that, folks. Fan love this week submitted by Izzion Garner. I think that's how you say it. Is Julian Newman overrated? You can go through and scroll down his comments on Instagram and see a bunch of people saying he is. My opinion, no, he's not. He's a kid who went a different route than a lot of other people, and that not only takes a whole hell of a lot of courage, but it takes the right people around you and a really unique situation, which he has. he found the opportunity and he took hold of it. So for that reason, not overrated at all. He's putting work in. You see that, and it's gotten him places. People love to use that word when they're not doing something that somebody else is at a really high level. If you want to be honest, to look back at people calling other people overrated and where they are compared to where the person they're saying is overrated is. That's just my take on that. Second question submitted by Micah Jensen on IG. What was it like to be a childhood star? How much pressure has that put on you now? I wouldn't consider myself a star at any point in my life. I did a lot of cool things and had a lot of great opportunities. But I was just thankful, for them and all the things that it prepared me for. Pressure actually helped in the reverse. Some people think that puts pressure on you. It actually took some off of me. I wouldn't be sitting here doing a podcast if I didn't have those, opportunities as a, young man. Because I wouldn't know how to talk in the way that I'm trying to get better at and learn through this podcast. But I wouldn't even have a base or a foundation. And people have always told me that kind of growing up when I had those opportunities. As I talked and learned how to do it and hold out a conversation, like I was much older than I was like 11 when I was having these conversations, people felt that I was, beyond my years in that. They told me should, find a way to really try to take that and do something with it. Your ability to speak is kind of ahead of the curve at this point. So me being a childhood star, some people want to say it has prepared me for a lot of things that I'm dealing with now. So I appreciate that question, man, and appreciate all the opportunities I had. Third question submitted by Take It Easy Peasy. If you had to play a sport other than basketball, what would it be? Golf. Golf 100%. Sean McNeil loves that.
Great answer.
Shocking.
Really?
It's not a team sport.
So you think I would have? Yeah.
I thought you would have been like.
That's fair.
I don't know.
Well, yeah. What would you say? Like, if you were to ask me that question and didn't know my answer?
I see Jordan as a shortstop.
Swimming.
Don't you have to be tall?
Be on the swim team. No,
you need leverage.
No.
Yes, you do.
All right.
Swimmers are tall. Michael Phelps like 6'5".
Yeah, but he's a specimen, dude. He's an Olympic swimmer. I'm just talking about D1. I'm talking about maybe D2. I don't know. I don't
maybe
know.
Community
I can see you
college.
doing golf. I can see you doing golf.
Golf would be, man, tear up just thinking about it. I love golf. I really do.
Me too.
This offseason, I didn't golf very much just because I was dealing with injury and stuff like that. But, yeah, I would definitely play golf. I'm obsessed with it, but don't have the time to be as obsessed as I want to be with it. So that's also dangerous. Here we go. Final question submitted at A20Foo. F-O, Foo. What's something every college coach is looking for? Guy who listens. And, honestly, it's something that, you may not realize. And it seems like a really easy skill. But it's honestly not always easy because you do think, you have experiences that you've gone through and you've done certain things and all this.
You got it all figured out.
You got things figured out, but you don't. So if they have a bunch of really coachable guys and guys that listen, they can put together a team, and that's a trait that isn't just in you or not in you. It's something you work on. So, being coachable, which is pretty much doing anything that a coach asks you to do. Because if you're we're talking college coaches, you get to choose, in a sense, where you go to college. Based on who wants you to come. But you get to choose a coach and his system and what he's built. And for that reason, you should be 100% bought in and willing to do whatever for them. Whatever they say is law. So you learn how to follow that, and a college coach will love you because in terms of skill set, yes, you're always going to have really high-skilled guys that are wanted by every coach, but every coach is looking for something a little bit more. And it's also a separator. It makes good great. My dad always used to say there's every class, there's probably, let's say every 10 years, There's hundreds of Kobe Bryants. There's only one Kobe Bryant, though, and the same thing with Michael Jordan and LeBron. There's guys with that kind of body type and build, but the reason they're generational players is they have all that, plus that little extra stuff, the intangibles. You've heard people talk about them, on top of the fact that they're extremely talented, God-gifted, and, in Kobe and LeBron and all those guys' cases, extremely athletic. So you put it all together and you get a once-in-a-lifetime player, but every college coach is looking for those intangibles, and then, we can make up for other things, because if you're coachable, those other things and the gaps you have will close, because that's their job. So that's what coaches are looking for. If you're out there playing AAU, if you're playing high school basketball or whatever, or getting ready to do that and thinking about, how am I going to get onto a college roster, be that guy who does all the little things right. Which brings us into our wrap-up. I was thinking about this today. We try to always end on a little something for you to take through your week, whatever week this gets, or whatever day of the week this gets released. Hoping to try to start getting that on Mondays, whether it's your Monday motivation or not. Not as much motivation, but just a little tidbit for you to take. Discipline is a learned trait, and it also garners a lot of opportunities and success in the future that you don't realize. So what I mean by discipline is it's all the little things. We all know what's right and wrong. We all know what's easy and hard. And if we make the right decision on every single time, then when the big decisions come, that require discipline, you're able to make it. So just go out there and do the right thing this week. My grandpa was big on that stuff, so thought I'd share that with you. Jocko, who I always bring up, talks a lot about that as well on his podcast and his Instagram and all his stuff. So go ahead and check him out. But discipline is a learned trait. It's something that it's really cool, because if you're obsessed with getting better and you're obsessed with, growth or whatever it may be, discipline is the number one thing that you need to focus on. And it's not something you need to go to a gym, and it's not something you need to, be working out or be, amped up to do or work on. Discipline can be worked on doing any little thing. Like, I'm thinking about wrapping these cords up after we finish up in this podcast. And if I don't do that, the right way, the easy way is to just bundle it all up and throw it in the box. The right way and the disciplined way is a learned trait over all those little things, wrapping it up the right way, putting it back in there. I know that's a weird example, but that's what I'm saying. Do the little things right, and those compound into you being a very disciplined person. And that's another thing college coaches are looking for, and employers and people that are important in this world. All right, so go do the right thing every time this week, or the best you can, and be nice to people. We love you, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
I'm kind of tired of everyone wanting to be like us, Chloe.
But we fire though.
That's true. So if you want to check out the rest of the videos, they're right here.
Heat.
And you got to subscribe, because you got to get fly like us.
That big O.